So many social action issues that are around us in the world are not controllable. We are unable to avoid conflict, damage and disaster that is everywhere in the world, but there are many ways in which we can prevent the issues and come together as a community. The meaning of homelessness is a person facing lack of support, affordable and secure place to live. The most vulnerable people within our society are those who sleep rough. This could be for a number of reasons, including poor housing, unemployment, bad health, poor skills or low income. This can result to major loneliness, isolation and relationship breakdowns. Hidden homelessness is the problem of homeless people who live within hostels, bed and breakfasts with friends or family or squats. This is a danger. They are never able to actually look after themselves, and it turns into an endless circle of trying to get out of homelessness but not actually having the ability or support to do so, as they are so hidden away. This 62% of the population do not go out for help and would rather try help themselves by moving place to place and sleeping at random shelters until they gather the right amount of money to afford living. Homeless people are just normal people like you and me. They are not all drug and alcohol addicts or beggars.
During our time at Shock, we met some amazing people who told us their stories and their life of living on the streets.
Do you find people are willing to help you, like around the community?
The public.
Yeah, in Slough.
But most of the people I've known all my life, people I've spent money with, people I've helped even set up businesses that are now flourishing, I'm persona non grata. They don't know me because it's very humiliating for them to see someone that they considered normal or appear to have sunk so low, what they consider to be so low. So I understand that they're uncomfortable. And then there are new faces. There's kindness comes from all places, you know. So there are a lot of sometimes I sit down by necessity. People bring food, even if I can't eat it, I'll make sure it gets to somebody, and that I know I can pass it on. If I get change, in my case, whatever change I get goes towards my food because of my special diet.
Slough has a very high proportion of privately rented homes, which takes over 24% of all homes in Slough. 13% of these private homes are owned by the council, leaving the rest to other social properties. Private accommodation is hard to hold on to in such a busy location, making the housing regulation teamwork with the house owners to improve the quality of housing for low income owners in order to keep people within a stable home life. The average rental cost in Slough is around £800 per month. This is higher than national average, which is hard for some people to maintain as they can't afford the deposits and rent being demanded of them on the minimum wage. The community needs to come together as it is affecting everyone. Supporting is necessary in order to change.
How did you end up in your position?
I got divorced my wife left me in 2011, and I was living in Kidderminster in Worcestershire, and then I got myself another flat. I lived there for about 2 or 3 years. Everyone thought I was dead because I didn't leave my flat. I just went on a self-pity party. And then a situation arose where I was in jail for 57 weeks on remand, and then got found not guilty. And last March I got out, and the judge wouldn't let me out. He goes, "I'm not going to let you out homeless." So I had to spend another 3 weeks in, then they found me a bail hostel, and I lasted there 3 weeks, and I doing all the appointments I had to do, seeing his mum come and visit me a couple of times, if you know what I mean, and I showed all the appointments I've been doing, and she goes, "You ain't going to be happy," and I was like, "I've just got in the car, Gemma." She goes, and probation had put my dad's name, so I then become homeless in Worcester. They thought I was dead 3 times. I had 5 ambulances in 24 hours on the legal high stuff. And then I went back to court after they kicked me out of the bail hostel, and the same judge made me homeless after that long. And I couldn't even sue them because I didn't have no grounds.
80% of homeless population were abused or attacked over the last year, showing that 1 in 3 rough sleepers are deliberately kicked, hit or have been subjected to violence. 6 in 10 claim to be verbally abused or harassed, and some people in question have stated that they have been urinated on before. Imagine if you were in this position. Shock provide a comforting place where you can go get rid of personal support to help the rough sleepers make the right choices to make a difference and change their life. This is by providing food and drinks, cleaning facilities whilst providing essentials, things such as toothpaste, shaving equipment, shampoo and hot water. They also offer clothing, skill training and try help the homeless with their mental state. They also offer help with the job centre, providing computers so during the day the homeless can spend it looking for employment. This builds a relationship with the client and offers opportunities to make a better life. Their aim is to tackle social exclusion within a safe environment. They estimate to take 80 new clients each year and find sustainable accommodation for around 100 people.
Would you say that the government is trying to force homelessness out of Slough and help you
Like push it out to
push it
other
out
places?
instead of
Yes,
you would.
absolutely.
Yeah.
One, they don't even have a homelessness strategy, so as far as they're concerned, it's not even
An
issue. They want this building back. They have a demographic line called the Heart of Slough, and they've said to us that we're not allowed to go within that.
Right.
So they've sent a
So
very
they're just
clear
trying to
message.
push it off.
We
and
said no
ignore
to
it.
them,
Yeah.
by the way. Actually, if we find a perfect place, then we will go there. But we knew that we had to hand this building back.
That's the thing, because quite a few people we spoke to this morning were saying that because of it being in central Slough, that's why it's so good, it's why it's so close.
Because it's easy access.
Everything.
Yeah.
And like
Healthcare,
obviously the job
centre,
centre,
library.
and like the government are just trying to like ruin that basically. Kind of.
Yeah.
Or just try and force you out, really, just try and push you out so you're not
Yeah.
in central. Yeah. That's okay. Well, no, because it's just what we've heard a lot of this morning, that they're constantly being moved on.
Yeah.
Even if it's not necessarily just like, it was Jamie saying that he always cleans up after himself when he goes and uses these places and stuff. And even when he still does that, he still gets pushed on, like, even if, like,
Even though he's
the
not
people,
doing anything like
no.
to get in trouble or leaving
Automatically,
anyone
you would be
else,
accused if you're
Just 'cause they-
you're
yeah.
about to steal things
Yeah.
or beg, and immediately you are completely labelled as someone with an addiction or a criminal record,
Yeah.
just for being there, just standing there.
Yeah, which is. So the community basically needs to be more aware of like
Absolutely.
these
What the
people
government's
actually
saying,
are
yeah.
humans. Obviously,
Yeah.
like they have feelings, and people just like disregard it.
Brilliant. No, thank you for that.
Getting involved in helping these charities/organisations, even by the smallest amount, can make a world difference. If the community comes together and works with one another, homelessness will hopefully end in the future. This could include fundraising, youth groups, events, volunteering and taking part in school activities that would help. Getting involved in helping these charities or organisations, even by the smallest amount, can make a world difference. If the community comes together and work with one another, homelessness would hopefully end in the future. This could include fundraising, youth groups, events, volunteering and taking part in school activities that would help. Shock is easily accessible from the town centre, and even having the smallest donation could go a long way. Shock brings a positive outlook to many rough sleepers and have a good relationship with their clients. It was truly inspirational seeing what these people do and how they help the community. There is a Shock in every region that are always looking for funds and volunteering in order to prevent normal people being on the streets. In addition, that can start with you.